Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a deep archival look at a true legend of the horticultural world. We're stepping away from the endless feed of rare, hyped-up modern varieties to examine the absolute bedrock of cold climate fruit growing, the English brown turkey fig. We're going to treat this explainer like a documentary field guide, really exploring exactly why this specific cultivar has completely dominated backyards for centuries. You know, our source material perfectly captures the essence of this plant with this simple, undeniable truth. Every fig collector starts somewhere, and almost all of them start here. It's the ultimate entry point, that reliable old friend. It's literally the gateway plant that has introduced millions of growers to the world of figs, proving that, hey, you don't actually need to live in the Mediterranean to harvest fresh, incredible fruit right outside your back door. So let's open the archives and look at the defining chapters of this cultivar. We'll be hitting four main pillars today. First, the heritage origin arc. Second, its botanical identity and traits. Third, a practical Canadian cultivation guide. And finally, we'll wrap up with its emotional and cultural legacy. Let's trace the heritage journey of this cultivar, starting with Section 1, the heritage origin arc, looking at centuries of horticultural history. Let's bring up a photographic-style timeline of this heritage journey. We begin way back in the 1500s, rooted deeply in its Mediterranean origins. From there, in the 1600s, it moved along the Ottoman trade routes. And fun fact, this is actually where the name Turkey comes from. It refers to those historical trade pathways, not the modern nation itself. By the 1800s, it had been standardized and became this highly prized possession, carefully cultivated in Victorian walled gardens and glasshouses. And finally, jumping to the 1900s, it crossed the Atlantic, arriving with early Canadian settlers who desperately needed reliable crops in a harsh, unfamiliar new world. This fig carries centuries of horticultural history. In Victorian England, it was an absolute exotic luxury, totally babied and nurtured by expert gardeners. But as it moved to North America, its role fundamentally shifted. It went from a glasshouse luxury to an absolute essential survival plant for homesteaders facing unforgiving winters. It became the default cold climate homesteader fig, transitioning beautifully over time into the gateway fig for millions of modern growers. Understanding this history is absolutely crucial because it explains exactly where this tree is so unbelievably resilient today. Let's examine the defining botanical traits of this cultivar as we move into Section 2, Botanical Identity and Traits, essentially the field guide to brown turkey. Now, generate realistic, technical horticultural diagrams in a heritage botanical plate style. Use clean lines, neutral tones, and scientific labeling. Avoid cartoony or stylized artwork. We need to look closely at this critical definition, the Breba crop. This is the highly reliable early-season fig crop that develops right on the overwintered wood from the previous year. For growers in colder regions, this Breba crop is absolute gold. It buds later than many other types, which really reduces frost damage, and it ripens early enough to guarantee a harvest before those autumn freezes set in. Let's bring up a realistic heritage-style diagram of the English brown turkey leaf shape. You'll notice it primarily features 3, sometimes 5 lobes, with a thick, leathery texture and a gorgeous deep green gloss. The tree itself has a very vigorous growth habit, naturally forming a wide, vased, or an umbrella shape. It's anchored by a remarkably fast establishing root system that tolerates poor soils beautifully, and it features smooth, gray-brown bark. This is just a plant with a determined, incredibly forgiving nature. What makes this fig truly remarkable is its cold survival threshold, -18 degrees Celsius. When properly protected, that is the impressive limit for this fig. Even left entirely unprotected, it can survive down to -12 or -15. But what truly sets English brown turkey apart is its exceptional dieback recovery. Even if an unusually brutal winter freezes it completely to the ground, it will very often forcefully regrow straight from the base. Couple that with its high tolerance for wet, maritime winters, and you have a true survivor. Show a photographic-style rendering of the Breba and main crop side by side. On the left, we have that early Breba crop, medium to large in size, featuring a striking copper-brown to violet skin and a mild honey amber pulp. Then, on the right is the late-season main crop, slightly smaller, characterized by a brown-violet skin with green undertones. The main crop pulp actually transitions from amber to a light strawberry, offering a softer, jammy texture. It's essentially 2 distinct sensory experiences from one single incredible tree. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why this cultivar absolutely dominates northern gardens. When we look at its agronomic behavior, it shows a clear climatic preference. In cool climates, it delivers incredibly reliable ripening, excellent sugar development, and that strong Breba production. It simply does not require extreme, blistering heat to thrive. Conversely, in very hot climates, its flavor can actually become quite mild, and the skin might even split if it's heavily irrigated. It naturally aligns perfectly with coastal and temperate Canadian weather. Here's how this cultivar behaves in real Canadian conditions, and let's walk through the practical steps growers need in Section 3, Practical Canadian Cultivation Guide, featuring hands-on orchard advice. Let's see how this builds into a very practical, hands-on orchard routine. Step 1. Always plant it against a south-facing wall or in a raised bed to maximize heat accumulation and drainage. Step 2. When pruning, you must be incredibly careful to retain that overwintered wood, or you're going to accidentally cut off your entire Breba harvest. Step 3. Consciously reduce your watering late in the season. This slight stress actually forces the tree to concentrate its sugars, naturally enhancing the sweetness of that main crop. And finally, for winter protection, make sure to mulch the base heavily and wrap the trunk. Display a technical diagram of the tree's growth habit in a heritage botanical format. Take a close look at the medium node spacing on the branches. This biological trait, combined with its exceptionally high rooting success and strong cutting vigor, makes it the absolute ideal mother plant. It is perfectly spaced for taking 2-node cuttings. For commercial nurseries doing bulk propagation or just complete beginner growers looking to root their very first plant, this is the foundational nursery choice. It's easy to ship, incredibly easy to grow, and just perfectly forgiving. Moving into our final pillar, Section 4, Emotional and Cultural Legacy, exploring the gateway fig. Its real value isn't rarity, it's absolute reliability. Use photographic-style images with natural lighting and realistic textures. Avoid illustration styles. Aim for botanical accuracy and archival clarity. Because when you bite into an English brown turkey fig, you are immediately greeted with this warm, honey aroma and a soft berry flavor with just a faint hint of caramel. As you hit the mid-palate, it gives way to a rich amber jam sensation, leading into a clean, slightly nutty finish. The texture is soft, yielding, and deeply comforting. It's not overly complex. It is simply the nostalgic taste of a perfect late summer afternoon. Okay, let's dive into this. Why does this specific fig remain so utterly foundational? We live in an era where social media is flooded with rare, striped, elite collector varieties. So why do we keep coming back to the brown turkey? The answer is profound in its simplicity. It is the most forgiving, accessible, and reliable cultivar for cold climate growers out there. It doesn't demand perfection from your soil, your watering schedule, or your climate. It just grows. English brown turkey evokes a deep sense of simplicity and nostalgia. It doesn't need an elite pedigree to be important. It is the emotional anchor of the orchard, standing as the universal backbone of backyard growing. For so many people, this was the very first fig they ever successfully overwintered, and the very first fresh fig they ever pulled from their own garden. It really is the ultimate storytelling cultivar in Canada. So the crucial point is captured beautifully by this phrase from our archives, the fig that built backyard orchards. It is the undisputed anchor of cold climate fig culture. Long before there were massive online communities trading rare cuttings, this was the plant that proved to generations of Northerners that they too could successfully cultivate this ancient Mediterranean fruit. It is not rare, it is not elite, but it is the fig that built everything. As you look at the landscape of modern horticulture, ask yourself, what is the foundational plant in your own garden? What is the reliable anchor that allows you to experiment with everything else? Thank you for exploring the archives with us today in this explainer. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.